What's up, YouTube channel? It's Tars down again. Go hard, go home. Y'all already know what it is. Let me get this mic a little bit closer to me. Messed that up already, but that's okay. We're gonna keep it rolling. But yeah, got the homie Hafeez from the Roommates in the background there. Saw a video of him this morning. He's gonna address the red pill community. I think he's doing this because he just had this interview with the Just Pearly Things lady, and I think some other kind of red pill coach. So I took a look through some of the comments before I actually wanted to play this video. And I saw a lot of guys in there saying that they thought he was rude, some things like that. You can't put all the red pill content creators in the one box. That's bullshit. You put them all in one box. Anybody else, they all fit the same way. They're not going to tell you to get married. I can tell you that much anyway. And if you want kids and family, you can't get that with red pill content and what they're telling you to do or how they tell you how to deal with women. You can't get it. This I know. I know that. But we're going to get into this video. I'm going to see what you guys say to these red pill guys for the day. So y'all sit back. Y'all know what I'm be doing. Let's get it on. All right, Hafeez. Let's roll.
Yo, what's good, fellas? Hope you guys are having a great day today. I wanted to take today's video to address a recent podcast I did with my guy Adam, as well as with Pearly Things, as well as to address the red pill community personally. This video is for you guys. Since I was 19 years old, I dedicated my life to one singular purpose. And that purpose was to improve the lives of men today. One of the biggest things that I was seeing was that a lot of men were being overlooked in society. A lot of men's issues were not being discussed. And I felt a passion to do everything in my power to help these men out. I literally have videos from 2012 where I was talking about the same issues going on with men back in the day. I spent so much time reading books about improving the lives of men. I spent so much time watching content about how to help men. And a lot of things I agreed with and a whole lot of things I disagree with. But what I loved about all these authors and content creators that I watched was all of them had a desire to transform the lives of men. And as long as you're trying to help men, that's all that matters to me. Years later, I stumbled upon the red pill content, and I genuinely was intrigued with red pill content when I found it. But what I really loved about the
okay, when you found it, because like, yeah, I mean, you said some things, and no, that's why I'm watching the video, because it's like you want to address that community, but that didn't sound like you was really down with them. But you done, you okay. So I'm going to go ahead and see what the rest is going to say about this. I'm going to tell y'all something. I've never been intrigued by red pill content. Never. It's one of the reasons why I decided to create this channel. It's one of the reasons why I will never do what the red pill guys do. I will never ask for donations. I will never ask for a cash app. I will never ask for money. If I get enough viewers to make money off YouTube, then that means that my message was good enough to help other people. I will never ask for money. And that's one of the things I see them doing, like off the rip. And if you're asking for money, look, let me tell y'all something. If you can't try it before you buy it, it ain't no damn good. It's almost always that way. Even in the store, they give you a sample of something. They want you to try it. You know what I'm saying? You probably gonna buy it after you sampled it. But the thing of it is that these guys ask for a lot of money and shit up front. And I never liked that about them. None them nor the doggone game coaches. Fresh and Fit, Mr. Cario. Everybody wants money to get my likes up and all the other good stuff. Even Kevin Samuels was on that one. You'll never catch it from me. What I'm going to be doing in here is we're going to actually help men, and we're going to see what happens. And I got a long time I could be sitting around here making these videos. These videos ain't nothing to make. It don't take no much of your time to do that, to do a little research. So I'm going to see what else he's got to say. But I've never been intrigued by the red pill content, nor any people that practice it. To me, they're losers. If you need a dating coach, you're probably a loser. But that's also why I don't ask for a whole bunch of subscribers, because I ask for subscribers, but I don't believe it. I see what happens with that. But we're going to roll on with this one for right now.
early Red Pill content that I was watching was that a lot of the content was focused on accountability and giving men practical tools and resources that help transform their lives so that they were not in the same cycle that they were in currently. And though I never fully agreed with the Red Pill content because of the logical inconsistencies, and though I never defined myself as Red Pill, I have respect for what they were doing. But as
Okay, I can understand that. Because I wouldn't define myself as red pill either. It's pretty much like saying I'm a loser. From their content. A lot of people don't want to hear that, but from their content and the way they complain about too much junk and they're too scared to get married, they're too scared of this, you got a bunch of guys who don't even have millions of dollars complaining about marriage laws and how it's going to work against them when they don't have anything to take. That's the logical inconsistencies he's talking about. But we're going to roll on and see what he's got going with the rest of it.
As the years progress, I begin to see a shift in the content. I begin to see the content shift to more towards nihilism, more towards negativity, more towards cynicism. It was less about actually...
Okay, this man says he saw a shift, but there was no shift. This shit has been the same the whole time you've been looking at it. I don't have to do too much watching of it because I've seen this junk for all my life. I'm 44 years old, guys. The red pill guys are nothing but pickup artists. That's it. It's somebody that's supposed to teach you about dating. But my thing about that is the guys that they got doing this, the guys who are accepting this content obviously don't know anything about women or anything about what's going on in the real world. If they did, they wouldn't accept this type of content. And here's the deal, especially with guys like the Mr. Lucario show, you can't be married and teach game. Those things are on two different ends of a spectrum. Marriage, game. Back in the day, if you was a player, game. If you got married, that you had to turn in your player card. That's what we call it. You need to turn in your player card because here, when you are doing game, you cannot simp, you cannot trick. You're going to do these things if you get married. You're going to do them for just one woman. You're going to bow down to sometimes when she wants you to say some shit, and you're going to doggone buy gifts and junk. You can't do both of them. It's just that simple. I'm just go ahead with the rest of it because if not, you'll just keep doing a bunch of explaining. But it's just that simple. You cannot do both. I don't even know how Mr. Lucario has a channel, and he's married. Back in the day, we would have told him, no, we're not listening to you. You can't be married and teach game. That's not how. But we'll keep going.
Helping men and was more about simply bringing up everything wrong in today's world, especially with women. And what I saw, what this content was doing was the content was turning men into what we call BRCs, individuals who only want to blame, rage, and complain. And to me, it reminded me a lot of what modern feminism has evolved into. A community of women where all they want to do is blame, rage, and complain.
And they're getting exactly what feminist women are going to get. No respect from the other doggone side of the sexual spectrum. Men don't in general respect feminists, and women are not going to respect red pill guys, players, black pill. They're not going to respect it because they do the same thing that feminists do. You keep complaining about this and that instead of we're gonna fix the problem or not. But let's roll.
And what really began to grow my disdain for the movement was the inconsistencies in the lives of the creators. Because what I was noticing is that the creators were teaching a certain message. They were giving a certain type of...
This motherfucker's talking about the same shit I just got done talking about Mr. Cario and some of the other people. He just not starting to talk about that. This is one reason why I do kind of like this guy because, you know, he is young. He is a lot of stuff he probably don't understand. There's probably some ways he do handle things that are not good. But he's got the gist of it. And that's exactly what I just kept saying. You can't have somebody who doesn't live that lifestyle teaching it to you. It's not going to work for you. They're making money off of you, but you're not, you know what I'm saying? This is like, it's like the most bullshit thing ever. And it's like the guys that are watching this content, like I seen in this guy right here, his comments. They're all complaining, all that, talking. No, you getting sold snake oil by somebody who don't even drink that. You're getting sold a medication by a doctor who would not use that medication himself. Think about that.
Advice. They were telling a certain type of story, but they were not believing these stories themselves. They were not actually taking their advice themselves. They would be telling stories about, man, I don't date. I just have sex. But these men were in actual relationships. These men were giving advice and talking about all the horrors of marriage, while these men were in happy marriages themselves. And so to me, I was really amazed by how these men could literally give out this Kool-Aid and not even drink it themselves. And then the final straw.
See, that's the thing. He's a youngster. He ain't like me. See, I'm 44. I've been seeing it jump for years. And that's exactly what happens. You got a bunch of people that, okay, they know they can sell this to people, and that's what they do. Now, he's got a problem with it, but I'm going to tell you the truth. There's nothing that can be done about that. The guys that bind to the red pill stuff and the Mr. Lucarios and the Fresh and Fits, those guys are permanently stuck where they are at. Or else they would be paying attention to something else or doing something to move their life on.
Was when I saw all the new generation of red pill content creators. And a lot of these individuals did not even believe in the message. A lot of these men, as well as women, these individuals saw that, wow, there's profit in this. There's money here. There's followers here. There's fame here. And they decided to prey on the hurt, the pain, the issues that men were going on.
See, now this is one common player tactic. You got to prey on the weak. You prey on the weak-minded. The guys that are paying attention to that content, they're weak-minded. They're going to get preyed on. I understand this Hafeez guy here. He has a genuine, sounds like anyway, want to help these type of men, but you cannot help the weak-minded. They got to help themselves first. This is going to be a good 6-year experiment, bro.
And they paraded themselves as heroes of men, but they were simply profiting on men's pain. Because that these individuals realized that as long as I keep on making videos about the problem with women today, as long as I keep on making videos showing the worst in women, as long as I keep on making this kind of content that fuels the rage in men, I will continue to make money. And if you don't believe me, let me show you an example from the type of content we've put out. So the biggest thing for me is I love all accountability on both sides. Call out the men and call out the women. So a couple years ago, I did a video called Men, It's Time to Level Up. And in that video, I was calling out men and saying, man, it's time for us to be responsible for our lives and take advantage of the tools before us to transform our lives. And that video earned me $329 from YouTube. Now,
well, I guess if I ever do get enough subscribers to be monetized, I know what my money's gonna look like, $200 or $300. But that's the deal, though. Whatever that ever happens for me. But yeah, let's see what happens with the next one he talks about. $300. I mean, like that. I don't think that's many views. We'll see.
Now watch this. Then I did a video called The Sad Reality of Beautiful Women Today, calling out the entitlement in attractive women today. And look how much money that video garnered me. $5,926.40. And
the nigga made 6 G's just for talking dirt about women. That's a problem. That shows me there's a lot of doggone losers out there that don't want to change. They want to hear the problem, but they don't want to change. And that's why I'm not looking for, I want the subscribers and all that other good junk and trying to help some of these guys. But I already understand it's only going to be a few. I understand that. And watching this, I'm getting more proof there's only going to be a few. So, but that's still cool with me. Because if you can help a few, those few can help a few more. And those few can help a few more. And then one day, it'll be a lot.
That was one single video. So imagine doing not only 5 of those videos, but 10, 20, 30, 50 of those videos a day. Imagine how much money you could make. Imagine how much followers you can gain. Imagine how much worldly success you can attain from doing those videos. It is a profit model. So when I did the Adam and Pearly Things podcast, I was just beyond done with the red pill type of content. And during the episode, I wanted to share my passion and how much I cared about men and how much I wanted this content to change.
You're not going to get that, homie. You ain't going to get it, because as long as it's suckers to make money off of, people are going to do that. Just because you're an honest person, I sound like an honest person. Let me not, you know what I'm saying? You sound very honest, and you've done a lot of work as far as I can see from, I ain't been watching these channels and stuff. I quit watching YouTube after Tommy Soto. They wanted to shut down Tommy Sotomayor so bad. I quit watching YouTube years ago. But I got back with it when Kevin Samuels came, and I started seeing these guys are Fresh and Fit and all these other jokers. So I ain't been watching it that long, but I am understanding of this because I'm pushing 50. Okay, as long as there's suckers, there's gonna be people to lick those suckers. It's always gonna be that way. No matter how much you care, no matter how much you're trying to help, all you can do is put it out there, and that's what I'm doing. Put it out there, and the guys that want it, take it.
And what's really interesting about those episodes is there was a community of men who wanted to attack the way I communicated. But what's very interesting is for all those who've watched my content, you guys know that I am a very passionate person when I talk. You guys know I'm Nigerian, and you know how Nigerians get when they talk. That whether I was talking to the OnlyFans girls on Fresh and Fit, I was doing my live stream or doing my independent videos. When there's something I really care about, I talk about that very passionately. And that's been consistent throughout all of my content. And so it's very interesting that in the past, when I was using the same exact tone, the same exact passion to go at the issues of women today, nobody had a problem with it. But the moment I use that tone, use that passion that I have to go at the BS I see going on in the spaces of men, now all of a sudden it's emotional.
Well, see,
my favorite.
Here's the reason why, because those men are not men. You got men, you got males, just like you got females and you got women. It's the same thing. You're gonna get that reaction from this group of people. I got some of my homeboys. I had to tell them, I just did a video the other day when I was talking about when I did my Red Pill Men and Lost video. The night before I did that video, I had talked to my homeboys and I had told him what I thought about Red Pill, and this nigga then blew up on me. He was about to. Sounded like, like it was just ridiculous. It was such womanish behavior that I went on here and told homie, like, you ain't gotta talk to me if you don't want to. Because if I tell you my views, I listen to my homeboys' views. I didn't agree with all of my homeboys' views, but I don't blow up and get upset. But you're gonna get that from these men because they don't want to change. That is the problem. The men that are following that red pill and all that other junk don't want to change. They want to talk shit about women, but they don't want to tell men that men need to be better. One of the videos I'm going to be doing after this one, the very next video, y'all need to watch out for it. It's going to be, can I make 80K before I'm 25? And I found that you can. You can get certain jobs and you making. Construction was one of the jobs I saw. I'm going to be on Indeed.com and I'm going to be looking up jobs and I'll be showing you. Watch out for that video.
Speakers speak with the most passion. That's why I love Dr. Peterson. That's why I love Gary Vee, which is why I love Mark Driscoll, and which is why I really enjoy Andrew Tate. I love people who are passionate and expressive with their words. But nevertheless, I realized that my approach was wrong. Though never for a second am I apologizing for what I said, but I realized my approach is wrong, and here's why. Currently, we live in a post-truth era where people don't even care about the truth. What they care about is how those words make them feel. But what's really interesting is that when I was communicating my ideas and my criticisms of the red pill content, what was I saying that wasn't true? A lot of people said, oh, you changed up on us. You changed up. When did I change up? I was never red pill. I literally did a video in 2020 called Red Pill Was a New Woke. I did another video in 2021 titled Red Pill Disagreements. I did another video in 2021 again saying clarifying red pill and manosphere stance. I've talked about this ad nauseum. When I sat down with AMS, shout out to the Go AMS, nothing but respect for you AMS. When I'm talking about these guys, never about great men like you. When I was talking to AMS, what did we do the first time we talked? We debated about marriage. When I was talking with Fresh and Fit on the podcast, what did we talk about? We debated marriage. These are the same ideas I was constantly sharing in the past, and a lot of what I believe are the same things that Kevin Samuels believed about the importance of marriage and men and women coming together. Even with the conversations about marriage, a lot of people like to straw man my marriage conversation and say that he's saying that marriage is perfect and every man should get married and marriage is a great idea for anybody. When did I say that? I am a Christian. We have our religious beliefs. We believe in the sanctity of marriage, but there is wisdom in marriage. I am not coming from a naive perspective by saying marriage is perfect and there's no issues. But neither am I coming from a nihilistic perspective by saying marriage is evil and there's only issues. I'm having balance, but it's not.
The problem is that the guys that you're talking to don't have any balance. They can't deal with balance. They're extreme. And this is the thing is with these red pill guys and all the other different content, you get extremism every time. I keep saying it. I keep saying it and I keep saying it and I keep saying it. You're going to get extremism because there's the only way for that stuff to actually work. Because it is extreme. None of the red pill content that I ever saw was anything that was going to lead you toward marriage or family or even a functional long-term relationship. It's all running game and short-term. You pretty much they got you looking for one-night stands. Then the guys that's watching it, they don't think that's the truth. But when they're about 40, they'll see. If they keep up with that junk, they're gonna see. Well, like I just said a minute ago, you can't do both of them. You can't do red pill or none of the other junk and marriage or any type of long-term type of thing, because this right here, this red pill and all this other stuff is for short-term gain.
Not about the truth, guys. It's about the feeling. And they feel like I'm saying it. So no matter what I do, no matter what I say, no matter what even Jordan Peterson says, and shout out to Dr. Jordan B. Peterson.
It's not about them feeling a certain type of way, homie. Here's the deal. Whenever somebody's acting like a kid and you tell them they need to grow up, they're going to respond that way. That's what you're getting. You talk to a bunch of man children who are not, actually men. They're males, but they're not men. And they can't handle what you're saying, so they're going to have a woman's reaction of feminine, emotional reaction. That's why you keep talking about feelings. That's why they're talking to you about feelings. They are girls. But that's just my opinion.
Because he has a 3-part series coming out about marriage in which he's going to clearly articulate a lot of the things that I've been trying to say for all these years. But it doesn't matter what Dr. Peterson says, because in the post-truth era, all that matters is how I feel. And these content creators have gripped the hearts of men and made men feel like marriage is the worst thing possible. So no matter what data, no matter what studies that you show, these men and these people don't care. So what is the solution?
I'm going to give you a solution before you even talk, because I don't know what he's going to say, but I will leave them jokers alone. You can't save everybody, Hafeez. Some of these jokers going to have to be left behind. Some of them going to have to be left to wallow in their self-pity and self-doubt and not being a man for the rest of their life. You can't. Now, everybody's not going to be a leader, and everybody won't be a man. They can be. Everybody can be a man, but they won't be. So let's see what your solution is. Because mine is leave their ass in the dirt. You can't keep up with the team, we leave your ass behind.
You see, the thing that I love about the red pill initially is that the red pill is the harsh truth. But in a post-truth society, how do we define what the harsh truth is? And Dr. Jordan B. Peterson put it perfectly when he said, the truth is what stands the test of time. That's what defines the truth. So for all the red pill guys, keep on doing what you're doing. Keep on watching the videos that you're watching.
There you go. There you go. There's your solution. There's your solution right there. Let them find out on their own. There it is.
Keep on consuming the content that you're consuming. Keep on reading the books that you're reading. Keep on doing what you're doing. And in 10 years from now, we will see your lives. We will see how this information either was a blessing to your life or whether it was a burden to your life. We will see whether this content made you more masculine, more competent, more successful, living a life of abundance and success. We will truly see that if this message is the truth and the truth is the greatest good, we will see. And also, 10 years from now, we will also see if this content hurt the lives of men. We will see that if this content led men into a cycle of misery and despair and nihilism and resentment towards women.
That's what you're going to see in 10 years. I don't have to tell you, you don't have to wait. I don't got to wait 10 years. I've been seeing this for the last 30. Anybody that got on that kind of junk, you better be happy being by yourself and happy not having a family, happy not, you won't progress in some other ways also. There's some other ways you won't progress in. So, I mean, you can do what you want, like he's saying. And that's my thing. I say let him keep going. Let him keep going.
Which made it impossible for these men to actually build meaningful relationships because they were coming with so much bitter and coming at the relationship with so much of a defense, and did not bring men and women closer together like Kevin Samuels wanted, but brought men and women even further apart. We will see in 10 years. Doesn't matter what I say. Doesn't matter what any content creators.
No. It does matter what you say, little homie. It does matter. And the thing of it is you're right. You don't have to. You might gotta wait to 10 years because this guy got a lot of black hair. I mean, like I'm already about gray. I'm but 6 years shy of 50. But if you've been living long enough, you already know what this is. The younger guys, the 30 and 20 something year old guys may not understand, but yeah, you're right. You don't gotta wait 10 years. I'm telling you now, it's happening now already. But let's go.
Says we will see in 10 years. But also what we're going to see in 10 years is how many of your favorite red pill content creators are still teaching the same message. We will see how many of these people have switched up the message when they found out it wasn't trendy. How many people you will be able to finally see their lives and their lives will be exposed and you see, wow, this person wasn't even living this. How many of them will we see?
I mean, dude, you can see Lucario right now is not even living what he teaches his guys. Because you can't be married and be making videos about don't simp and don't trick. You can't do it. I just said it a minute ago. When you got married, you had to turn in your player card. That's how that shit used to go. But apparently these little guys, these years, you don't have to do that. You're married, you don't tell me about game, you simp and you trick. If you married, you simp and you trick. The idea of simping and tricking that comes from game, because I know what that is, does not fit into the concept of marriage. So you already got that. You already got a guy that's married. Mr. Cario is a very good example of that. He's married and you tell the guys, don't simp, don't trick, do this, don't, you know what I'm saying, don't go on as many dates. That's all shit that you had to do to get married. Unless his wife is just a dumbass or a fat cow. As much as he talks, I'm pretty sure she's not any of those things. Or maybe she pays for everything for him. I don't think that's the truth either. So, you already have examples of this. You don't have to wait 10 years for it. It's already there. It's already going to be there. This type of community and type of thing is always going to have certain elements to it. People that don't believe in it, that's just pushing it, are always going to be there because they make the money. So while he's saying this, I agree with him, but it's already there.
And it reminds me exactly what happened with modern feminism, right? There's a whole messaging in modern feminism talking about you don't need to get married. You go, girl, be Miss Independent. You don't need no kids. And a bunch of women followed that message. And now those women are in their late 40s, single, miserable, and frustrated because they believed a lie. My fear is that there'll be a whole generation of men who are just like the modern.
Oh, there ain't no fear. That's already here. It's here and it's going to stay. We just gotta leave them losers behind. That's what's gotta happen, Hafeez.
Feminists today who are going to be suffering in isolation because they believed a lie. Men, I love you guys. Whether you love me or hate me, agree with me or disagree with me, the one thing that I want you to know is I want you to be happy. I want you to be flourishing. I want you to be successful. I want the best for every man, whether you're red pill, whether you're popping, whatever kind of pills people.
But bro, those guys gotta want that for themselves first. And if you don't leave that alone, you just gonna be in frustration. When I built this channel, and when the red pill guys and all the jokers came talking to me, I just went on ahead and started making videos. I stopped that shit real quick because they don't have any comment. They don't have any type of thing to fight back with once you start talking about facts and stuff. That's the reason why they get upset when you go to tell them about this junk, because if you get too much into facts, they're gonna be like how women are. The same way that the Kevin Samuels show was he's talking about right now. When Kevin Samuels started hitting those women with facts, there was immediate pushback. This is the same problem that these red pill guys are gonna have because they don't want to believe in the truth. They don't want to follow. They call them what they're saying is the truth, but it doesn't fit with the rest of the world. And you can't do that. It's not gonna work out for you. It doesn't matter what you're doing. He's right. It didn't work for feminists. It won't work for these guys either. But that's on them.
People are popping nowadays. I want the best for your life. And what excites me more than anything is that instead of just simply complaining about this problem, I'm actively trying to make a change. That I devoted the past couple of years of building the standard, and I'm so excited about what we're building over there. Creating a community that's actually about helping men. A community that makes men feel significant. A community that actually causes the lives of men to drastically transform. I'm so excited, and I look forward to you guys 10 years from now seeing all the great things that we've built to help men.
Okay. So, look, that was a good video. You know, and shout out to the homie Hafeez. Okay, you got a lot of you do. You got a lot of doggone leadership potential there. Okay, you do. But the one thing all leaders have to realize, let me tell you something, guys. I was a staff sergeant in the Army, and I was a leader in the military. And the thing is, some people just not gonna do it. No matter how much you train them, no matter how much you tell them, no matter how much it has to come from inside first. And that's the problem in the red pill community. It's the problem with all these guys who fall in the game gurus. They haven't fixed something inside first. So, y'all let me know what y'all think. You know, drop the comments. Let me know what's up. This has been Taurus Down and Go Hard to Go Home. Y'all hit the like, y'all hit subscribe if y'all want to. And we're going to continue with this experiment. But I just don't think that this group deserves this much attention. You either want to win or you don't. And they don't want to win. If they want to win, they would pay attention to the things that they know better. All of them know better. If you made it past high school, you know better than that garbage that them guys is talking. Pimping and game is on this side, and happiness and women and other shit is on this side. Either that, you either gonna be the short-term guy who wants to just do this and that and live the rest of your life being by yourself, or you want something else and you can't get both of them with the same thing. This dude the guy that's doing the pimping and shit cannot tell the other guy how it's gonna work. The elements of getting married are not on this doggone spectrum. Side on this side. So I want to go on with that one. Y'all drop the comments. Let me know what y'all think. It's been Taurus Down to Go Hard to Go Home. I'm out of here. Let me get started on another video. Peace.